name is McMahon, and I am a senior at the Science and Math Institute in Tacoma, and today I will be talking about the identifying characteristics of rocks in geology. In front of you here today are three different varieties of rocks. We have sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, and metamorphic rocks. We're going to start with sedimentary rocks. Now, sedimentary rocks, there are two types. There are chemical sedimentary rocks and classic sedimentary rocks. Classic sedimentary rocks have these striations in them that tell you that they're classic sedimentary rocks, and they're very straight and very defined. While chemical sedimentary rocks may not be so clear, as some of them have a crystal structure, kind of like this one, and some of them just are smooth. Now, to begin with how to identify the types of chemical sedimentary rocks, we're going to be doing a scratch test on this glass. Now, this is a piece of fluorite, and as you can tell, it left no scratches, and it has a hardness less than glass. Now, this is a piece of quartz, and as you can see, it left some very fine scratches, meaning that it has a hardness greater than glass. This is a piece of calcite. You can tell this is calcite because it has characteristics that the other sedimentary rocks we have here do not have. When you move it, it gets some little flashes. Those are cleavage planes, and that happens when all the little pieces of calcite are aligned in this direction and this direction, which means that when you break it, it'll break along those lines. It's also a very soft rock. And this is steel. Steel has a hardness of about 5.5. We'll be moving on to igneous rocks, which come from volcanoes. Now, this is a type of granite, and you can tell it is granite because it's got a very, very fine matrix, which means it's the stuff that holds it all together. Now, these are the same kind of rock. These are obsidian. Obsidian comes in two colors. It comes in the black, and this one's got both the black and the red. I'm not sure if that shows up really well. And these are not cleavage because cleavage is never rounded, and this is rounded. If you do find any, be careful because the edges can be very sharp. Now, moving on to our last igneous rock, we have magnetite. Magnetite is called magnetite because it's magnetic. And magnetite does have a streak. Now, that's got a nice reddish brown streak. Now, we're going to compare that with our next rock, which can be found in either igneous or metamorphic structures, and this is galena. Now, this one has a very dark black streak. Now, to move on to our only rock found in metamorphic states, this is a rock known as gneiss. Now, gneiss, as you can see, has these layers that we found in this sedimentary rock. This is a metamorphic rock. The reason why is because it used to be a sedimentary rock, and then it was put under a lot of heat and pressure and made the folds in the streak here. The reason why I can tell this is gneiss is because they're very strongly defined compared to the other metamorphic rocks out there, which makes this gneiss. And by the way, gneiss is spelled G-N-E-I-S-S. Again, my name is Minette McMahon, and I'm a senior at the Science and Math Institute in Tacoma, Washington. And thank you so much for learning how to identify rocks in geology.